if you have a complex number, z equals x plus iy, on the arcane plane it would look like this. So if you're trying to do it here, this would be x, that would be the distance out this way, and y would be the distance out this way. So this is the point x plus iy, and this point here. Right, what we're going to do is try and find the modulus. We're going to try and find the modulus. So the modulus means that you're going to find the distance from the origin. So the modulus, or we do it like this, is the distance from the origin. That distance there, we're going to find it by Pythagoras' theorem. We need to make a right angle triangle. So that distance there, since this one here is y, then this distance here will also be y. This distance across the bottom is x, so we're going to put in x over here. Okay, so that means we've got a right angle triangle. What we're trying to do is find this distance here. I'm just going to call it r. Okay, just so we just plonk a letter in there. Then r squared is going to be x squared plus y squared. That means r is going to be the square root of whatever that x squared plus y squared is. That r is really the modulus of z, which is the square root of x squared plus y squared. Now, what do we know about x and y? X here is the real part and y is the imaginary part of the number. So we can say that that there is the real part and that there is the imaginary part. So we could have written it like this: square root of the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared of the z value. So that's the formula that you find in your formula sheets, okay, which will be something that looks like this one here. Okay, so if we had, say for example, if we had a z value which was 3 plus 4i, then the modulus, without having to draw the graph, will be 3 squared, which is the imaginary part, so the real part is equal to 3, and the imaginary part is equal to 4. So we could do 3 squared plus 4 squared square rooted will give you the modulus. Remember, it's Pythagoras' theorem, you've got a square root at the last step. That's the square root of 9 plus 4, 16, which is the square root of 25. In this case, that works out to be 5. So that means if that was the point that we plotted, the distance from the origin would be 5. And that's how you find the modulus.